What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing here, back with another video. And in today's video, guys, we are here with the priority list here, guys, for the solo leveling collaboration. If you're someone that's still summoning on solo leveling, you might be wondering, do you go for one of the characters? Do you go for two, or do you go for all three? And which ones do you want to go for if you're going to be going for one or two of the characters? We're going to be talking about that all in today's video. So if you guys do enjoy videos like this, man, definitely make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, as we are on the road to that 53,000 subscribers. I definitely do appreciate the support on the channel, guys. And with that out of the way, man, let's hop in and let's talk about it. Alright, guys, yeah, so exactly what I said earlier. If you guys are in a situation where you're still summoning on the solo leveling collab, who should you be pulling for, really? Like, if you go to the pity and you don't pull any of the other characters, which one are you going to be picking at the very end? That's something that you know, it's going to be kind of tough to decide on. And after looking at all three of the characters and playtesting them throughout, you know, the past like week that we've had them now, it's really kind of a tough thing to where I'm honestly not sure which one you really want to be locking in, because they're all so good. And it's really a thing of like, because they're so synergistic with each other, they work so well as a team themselves. So if you are someone that's summoning on this collaboration, just bear in mind that if you're able to get one of each, that's the perfect scenario. Okay, now let's actually talk now. If you're not in that scenario and you're only able to get one or two of the characters, we'll talk about which ones I'm going to prioritize for your account so that you have you know, better longevity for these characters. So starting off with my number one recommendation for a free-to-play, guys, it's gonna be Sun Jin Woo. Now, the reason why I say Sun Jin Woo is gonna be my number one is because he is not just a support type character for the team, but a, you know, very, very good DPS. And I don't see anytime soon where I think this character is gonna fall off, really. He is a DPS character, so bear that in mind that he could eventually fall off. But there is one thing that I do like in his kit that he's able to provide, which is the infect application and not having to land an attack to get the infect off. So worst case scenario in the future, Sun Jin Woo will just become a really good support type character on, you know, a human variant, right? Just being able to apply infect without having to hit the enemy is very good. And in a situation where you're facing, like, you know, a team that's gonna have a character that can be full health, you know, against this team. Like, if we look at like a mirror match against another solo leveling team, right, we're facing like a Cha, then you can actually apply the infect on Cha, and then you do get off the damage once you do hit her, obviously, with a single target, right? The infect is nice because she can't heal back to full. So if she does take damage, then she won't be able to get to full to protect herself from the AoEs. So yeah, I mean, I do see a lot of value, honestly, with the skill here for Sun Jin Woo. And then also to remember that he is providing, you know, stat bonuses for the team. So it's not just that he's acting as a DPS character, he's still able to support the team overall, and is going to be a very nice character at that. Now, in terms of my number two character that I would recommend in terms of the priority for this collaboration, guys, it's gonna be Predator Beru, actually. And the reason I say Beru is gonna be my number two for this collaboration is mainly based on the fact that he can act as both a human character or an unknown character. So you have a little bit of flexibility with Beru. And the nice thing about Beru as well is that he can act as a really good taunt character for both those types of teams. So if you're running him on a human team, he can be a really good taunter for that. And if you're running him on an unknown team, same thing goes for that as well. I mean, both of the teams, he's going to be able to be a taunt character just by doing a double single target, or by being on the, you know, for turn one, you know, automatically having the taunt turn one. Both of that is really, really nice. And the fact that Beru is also able to give himself on the second single target here the basic stat buffs for his amplify means that his amplify card is always going to be naturally stronger than any other amplify in the game, because he's just getting the buffs in general. And so that is a very, very nice effect that he's able to get. And with that being said, having that and having all the you know, taunt drawing damage away from your allies, that is very, very nice. And if you're able to run him alongside Sun Jin Woo, he can run on the human team. And so that's why I'm saying, like, you know, Sun Jin Woo number one, number two Beru, so that if you do get Sun Jin Woo, you have them together as a combo for a team. And then you can actually run them on a human variant where you're able to do really well. And Cha, I feel like, in my opinion, guys, even though she is very, very good, is probably the most replaceable one for just general content. I do see the value in her being invincible from AoEs, but but you know, with her being a character in the game, we're going to be getting more characters that have started turn damage or ways to just kind of, you know, alleviate a full health team, right? We're already seeing it with this solo leveling team as a whole. If you're running the full team together, Sun Jin Woo is able to strip your maximum HP based on his HP, right? Inflicts damage equal to 8% of the hero's max HP on all enemies, and that inflict damage that he gets off the started turn is gonna automatically put you know, put away that part of Cha's kit, and so she's not going to be as usable. Now another character that's able to also deal with that is Melieli. Melieli is another character that if demons do become very relevant in the future, guess what? They have that Sword of Darkness damage. Inflicts damage equal to 200% of the hero's initial attack on all enemies at the start of the ally's turn. So he's automatically going to be able to get off damage, and Cha's going to lose that invincibility effect that she has. Now I do see the value in the like AoE effect itself though, guys, being that, you know, in content where there's only AoEs, Cha's going to be insanely strong, and that is definitely a plus side of this character. But I think what really counts at the end of the day for this collaboration is the synergy between Sun Jin Woo and Beru specifically. Yes, Cha is really good alongside both Sun Jin Woo and Beru, but she's not like relegated only to solo leveling collab, whereas Beru really relies on Sun Jin Woo, and Sun Jin Woo himself is going to be very nice with a taunt type character to draw damage away, right? So, you know, with that being said, guys, my recommendations for the priority list for the characters would be Sun Jin Woo number 1, Beru number 2, and then Cha at number 3. Now again, Cha's effect is very, very strong, and I know I'm going to have a lot of pushback in the comments, and this effect right here is very good, but because of this character releasing with that effect, I am definitely expecting more characters to have some type of way to start a turn damage. Like either it's going to be, you know, Melieli Demon Team comes back, or solo leveling team as a whole is going to be still very dominant. Either or, we're going to be getting some type of release in the future that's going to have some started turn damage, because that effect is insane. And with that being said, guys, that's where I got for the ranking for these characters. So if you're someone that, you know, you're still summoning on the banner, you're wondering who you should be picking at the pity, Sun Jin Woo is going to be my number 1. Now my number 2 is going to be Beru, because of the, you know, flexibility Beru has being a unknown character while also being usable on a human team as well. If you have Sun Jin Woo, he's going to be my number 2 because of all that flexibility and the fact that he's very self-sufficient with his buffs. He's able to get, you know, very good buff uptime, you know, giving himself the 3% basic stats for, you know, each attack, defense, and HP. And that's going to allow your Amplify skill to do 90% damage pretty much, because it's damage dealt per 30% per active buff on self. You're getting 3 free buffs just by using the skill itself. So that's 90% additional damage dealt on this skill. And so yeah, with that being said, guys, I mean, Beru, in my opinion, is going to be my number 2 recommendation from the collaboration. And then, yeah, Cha being the last character here, guys. Again, that doesn't mean that Cha is bad, because I actually think she's very, very good. And with the fact that she has that, you know, evade full health, you know, from AoEs pretty much, that is an insane effect. And Netmarble and Grand Cross are going to have to start releasing more, you know, started turn damage effects to deal with this character, because of how strong that, you know, that passive effect is. And, you know, Cha being so good alongside a character like Beru or like, you know, Mazino is something that you have to kind of bear in mind, because if you do attack into Cha, she's just kind of useless. So she really does rely on this team in general. And as I said at the beginning of the video, solo leveling as a team as a whole, if you're able to get all 3, that's ideal, guys. That's ideal. If you're able to get all 3, that's perfect. If you're not able to get all 3, then it would go Sun Jin Woo, Beru, and Cha, in my opinion. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. How do you guys have it ranked for the priority for, you know, someone summoning on the banner? Would you guys say to get Cha first, or would you guys say to get Beru first? Or do you guys have it the same way I do with Sun Jin Woo, Beru, and Cha? Let me know in the comment section below. But that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'm going to see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out. Have a great rest of your day, guys. See you.